Day 3 of the European Darts Grand Prix. Final day, everything on the line. The Glass Palace was rocking, and like the name of a good band, it was Mighty Mike and the Machine in the final today on High Roller Radio. So there's what we had in store for the final session of the tournament. 7 matches, quarterfinals right through until we crowned a champion. Would it be MVG again? Well, he started out well, overcoming an on-form Dave Chisnell. High standard this one. Result reported at Live Darts. Michael van Gerwen books his place in the semis after a thrilling 6-4 win over Dave Chisnell. Crazy averages too. Mighty Mike's 109.5 playing Chisnell's 107.5. Both players had 5 maximums. Quite a battle. At Wikipedia pointing out that Dave Chisnell is winless in his last 19 matches against MVG, an especially cruel streak when Chizzy played as well as that. Here, Chris Kempf. Again, Chisnell losing with a 107.5 average. The German walk-on girls standing by. Practice starts for Jamie Lewis. Not helping early on. Bully Boy raced out to a 3-0 lead. He'd make it 4-0 on double 5. The Welshman tried to grind it out, but the man with the sore ribs takes it. Michael Smith eases into the semis, tweeted at the maximum 180. A 6-2 win over Jamie Lewis. 89.91 3-dart average, 2 maximums thrown, and a 35% checkout rate. Not his best, but certainly enough. I fell over the line, he admitted. I'm going to give the best I possibly can against Michael. We'll see what happens. Danny Noppert facing Joe Cullen in the third quarterfinal. The Dutchman's first ever, Rockstar's 5th this year in 5 Euro Tour events. And he got some fan appreciation for that during the walk-on. Not the greatest averages to start at 2-0 Cullen, but that's when the Dutchman found his groove. This double 5 leveled the match. Then he'd nailed double top en route to winning 5 legs on the spin. Cullen hung tough though, took out 97 and 2 darts here, winning 3 on the spin to force a last leg shootout. But Noppert had throw, he would take it. Lots of emotion, he was obviously over the moon. I'm having a lucky day, Noppert said. They're missing doubles, and I took it. James Wade, Simon Whitlock next to determine our last semi-finalist. The Machine quickly gained a 2-0 lead. This double 10 made it 4-1. How about Wadey into the semis with a comfortable 6-3 defeat of Simon Whitlock? Questioned on winning ugly, he said, I've seen some worse games out there, haven't you? Sometimes you have a bad day at work, and I'm thankful he had a bad day. So there you have it, the confirmed semifinals, MVG versus Bully Boy, Noppert and Wade. If you blinked, you missed the first one. Mighty Mike dominant. You can see the average through the first 6 legs, 113 for the world number 1. This double top would complete the whitewash, a 7-0 thrashing of his Premier League counterpart. Easy win, but MVG still celebrates. He's on to the final, averaging 109.6 in the end. James Wade was hoping for a whitewash of his own. Jumped out to a 3-0 lead. This double 8 cementing his second break of the contest. He'd then make it 4-0. The Dutchman in the 5th leg had a 177 and this 140, followed by double 5 to finally get on the board. But this double 16 gave Wade a 5-1 advantage, then a nice 180 from the Machine, and there you see the scoreline. Wade, 2 15-darters, a 13-darter, and a 14-darter. He goes on to win 7-3, averaging 96. So, after a long day of arrows, the stage was set for our final showdown. James Wade on the big screen as the players were introduced. MVG had his game face on. He got out to a 3-1 lead and then made it 4-2 in spectacular fashion. Bullseye for the 161 checkout. Wade stayed in it with shots like this, a nice 180 there, but the world number 1 is too good. He took a 6-3 lead with a clean double 14 and would go on to win it 8-3, a blistering 110 average to stamp his authority on the event and the game. 10th title of the year, his 23rd career title on the European Tour. He is the best, folks. I think that was the best tournament ever, he said, referring to the fact that in all 3 matches in the evening session, he averaged 110. Absolutely amazing. How did I become this good, he said? Play a lot of tournaments. I had a phenomenal tournament. The crowd's been phenomenal too. As for James Wade, great weekend for him. The man is playing brilliant, you know. I challenged him the first 3 or 4 games, but I wasn't good enough. Hats off to Michael. Yes, indeed. Mighty Mike puts on a show in Sindelfingen, claims the European Darts Grand Prix, and takes a selfie for good measure. It was a blast at the Glass Palace today on High Roller Radio.